Grading can easily become one of the most daunting, stressful, and overwhelming tasks to do. We are 3/4 into the year, and in this first year homeschooling, there are definitely some things that I've learned that have made the process a lot simpler along the way in comparison to how things were at the beginning of the school year. And one of those things have to do with grading. Grading can easily become one of the most daunting, stressful, and overwhelming tasks to do. And I tell you that from a teacher's experience. I taught 6th grade for 13 years. And in the span of those 13 years, sometimes I had 50 students, and then other times I had 125 students to grade for reading, for writing, for social studies, and it is overwhelming. So even though here at home, we have just my son and my daughter, it can equally become super overwhelming. And there are some things that I'm doing at home that are just simplifying the process and keeping this super stress-free. So I want to share those tips with you. Since we are doing the ABEKA Academy accredited version, we are required to submit scores for all the quizzes and for the test, and we actually submit the test. I do have a video that I made earlier on that talks about that particular process if you want to check that out. So there is grading involved. There is several tests and quizzes that usually take place every week. So there's always something that needs to be graded. My very first tip is to decide how often you want to do your grading. So whatever you decide to do, just make sure that is something that is sustainable to you and is something that works for your family. There are different times that you can decide to grade. You can choose to grade right then and there when your child completes their test, their quiz, their project. You can choose to do it daily at the end of the homeschooling day where you take all the work and you grade it there for the day. You can choose to do every few days. For example, you can choose to grade on Wednesday and on Friday, or you can choose to grade weekly, which is how I do it. Now, the way that we have this set up in our house is that my husband does the bulk of the teaching. I do all the record keeping, all the grading, and I do some of the teaching in the weekends. So my husband and I are both working parents, and we have divided it up this way. I'll have to make a video about how we make it work for us, but it's really a team effort. So for me, I grade every Saturday. That's the best day that works for me. Honestly, it's part of my morning routine. I get up, I make breakfast for the kids. Once they're done with breakfast, they get to have their morning time, like whether they're playing or doing whatever. Usually they're very relaxed in the morning. And I get it done in like under 10 minutes every time. So that is not that bad at all. I mean, it's something that for me, I feel is stress-free. I just keep on top of it. Back when we first started homeschooling, I was pregnant and then I had my miscarriage. So things got built up quite a lot. And I went like a whole month without grading. And oh my goodness, when it was time to grade it all, I was so overwhelmed. So definitely, at the bare minimum, you have to grade weekly. Number 2, have a spot in your home, in your homeschool area where you keep all of your answer keys, all of your teacher manuals. Just keep it all in one place. For us, I have this 4-piece cubby. All my answer keys are on the bottom right-hand cubby. I know where they're at. Sean knows where they're at in case they need them, and it never moves. Every Saturday, I go to the exact same spot. I honestly just take out the whole bin and I place it right next to me and I grade it. It just keeps everything accessible to both my husband and I, and in a place that we both know where to find. There is no looking through piles to see where in the world did I place that answer key. I can't find it, I can't grade it, it's all right there. And my very last tip, number 3, is probably like the most important. It is have an organizational system. In our case, I use the binder system. And I have 2 videos, one on how I organize my daughter's K4 curriculum and my son's curriculum. And let me tell you, this is probably the best way to organize your ABEKA curriculum. So what happens is that when it's time for grading, I simply pull out my son's binder and I sit there and all of the work is there. I don't have any random tests in random places. There is no me having to call my husband and ask him, where did he put this test or that quiz? It's all there. There's no question about it. It doesn't go missing. It doesn't fall in a crack or get stuck in a book. My son knows where it's at and I know where it's at for the entire quarter. And all of his work remains in that binder until it's time for us to ship it out to ABEKA at the end of the quarter. So it just again, a lot of time saving, sanity saving, and it just makes grading so much more stress-free. If you have any tips or you would like to share how is it that you manage your grading, go ahead and let me know on the comments below. I would love to hear your input. Well, my friends, that's it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and please remember to like and subscribe. I will see you next time. Bye.